has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Harris misses. And here are the 76ers. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Harris.
Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
He hits the second from the line. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. MP against Dinwiddie. MP, the pass to Maxey. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harrell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his second.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets, and some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first?
Back to Dinwiddie. And he converts the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Maxey. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And the improvement of Tyrese Maxey's three-point shot from his first season to second year, just unprecedented. He improved by over 12% with a huge increase in attempts as well. The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit one from range in the first half, but nothing since. And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Dinwiddie, no good. And for a player with the speed and quickness of Maxey, Grant, leveling up that three-point shot changes everything for him.
Oh, so true, B.A. It becomes pick your poison with him. And it put him in a conversation last year for most improved player.
Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding the shooter and setting him up perfect.
MP outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the middle. Here's Harrell. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Back to Dinwiddie. Launches a three. He buries it from 3. Dinwiddie's got 7 points for the quarter.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Harris outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And over time, as his game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. Knows he has the green light.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. They're behind by 20. A minute 35 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present... So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this
A two-time Hall of Famer, one of the best centers of all time, and most recently, adding coach to his illustrious resume, Patrick Ewing is a legend.
In his career with the Knicks, he went up against Michael Jordan in what is now famously dubbed the double nickel game. As we wrap up our series of exclusive interviews for the 2K23 Jordan mode, here's Patrick Ewing with his perspective on Jordan and that double nickel.
And today, Greg, it's about the NBA. But tomorrow it's about spending Turkey Day with family and friends.
I think everyone realizes it's not something we can take for granted. Cherish those moments with your loved ones. They're likely to be your fondest memories.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Montrezl Harrell. Harris is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's MP. And it's Maxey in at shooting guard. Now, here's MP. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Pull up Jay. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series, as you'd expect.
In their eyes, that's just taking care of business. They believe they're supposed to beat this team, but they'll have to see how the season series shakes out.
MP against Ball. MP passes to Harrell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, just showcasing his agility in these sets. Harrell's IQ and knowing when to slash is impressive.
Ball no good.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Rozier. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Clock at 6. Hayward from outside. And it's MP with the rebound. And for LaMelo Ball's second year, Greg, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load, Ball's points per game were significantly up, but LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Inside. A nice shot by Tucker.
They scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Hornets have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. 7-foot shot. Rebound by the 76ers.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Hayward outside. Richards passes the ball. And yes, it's good.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Now, here's MP. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Hornets trail by 5. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford, and it's all about pace tonight. He said, we're fast, we know it, and we're going to make sure they know it too. Those are pretty bold words, Kevin. We'll see if they can deliver.
Thank you, David.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for about the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done. Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
The Hornets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Washington to the inside. Richards, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against the Nets. Hornets trail by 8. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, MP is out there with Harden. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
And over the course of his career, Rozier has really improved his three-point numbers. That off-season work on the jumper has paid off big time.
Harden's shot is off.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now, here's Rozier. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's MP. It's a 3-point game. Harden outside. Rozier against MP. Back to Harden. To the middle. Here's Harden on the wing. Kicks it out to MP from the arc. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by MP. Harden's got 5 now.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Outside, Ball. Rozier against MP. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey's checked in for James Harden. Oubre finds Ball. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Ball against MP. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 5. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Now, here's Rozier. He has 6.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who's just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
Here's Richards. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Not to mention the rim protection he provided, credited with 2 blocks, and you know that he altered a few more.
Harris misses. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit, Greg.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdowns for Philadelphia. And you see players trying to get the officials to... The clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
34. The 76ers, 34.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Philadelphia shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then there's Washington. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Harris, no good. Basket here gets them back in front.
And it's been a long time coming, partner.
Break last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now. They want to make a bold move with the new hire.
So he gets them both.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
MP kicks to Maxey. MP looking around from 12 feet out. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got 9 assists now tonight. And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Break even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Now, here's Washington. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Back to Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Terry Rozier. 76ers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit? And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-around.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Here's MP. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. MP, good.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hornets trail by 4. Ball with it, now defended by MP. Ball against MP. Ball no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
MP against Ball. Back to MP. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Charlotte calls timeout. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time was when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Cody Martin comes in for Washington. Oubre's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Now, MP. After Terry Rozier's three-pointer that didn't go.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Rozier with the ball. He has 6. That's tipped. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low, MP. He gets that one. MP's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Smith dishes to Williams. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
McDaniels checked in for Reed. He hits the second from the line. Hornets trail by 12 and stolen by MP.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
76ers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. That one is off.
At the line for the 76ers, number 30.
And he's good on the second. So it's the Hornets now. To the paint. Harris trying to get free. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his first bucket of the night. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Williams. And the rejection by MP. To the middle. Fades. Excellent D there from Williams. And so it's Philadelphia riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And
some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris has checked in for McDaniels. And MP subbed in for James Harden. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. And Jay Tucker is out there with Harrell. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Harrell trying to free himself up. And Harris lays it up and in.
And that's the physicality he has, muscling through contact. Harris uses all of the tools to get his points.
And the Hornets call time here. They trail by 7. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s. And that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
He's been playing in the past few games. I wasn't sure he'd even get meaningful minutes tonight, but he was a different player altogether. He really found something that worked for him. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Hornets trail by 9. Ball, the pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Inside, Harrell, and Harrell slips it in.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Ball. Shoots over Tucker. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Got a hand on it.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
And here are the 76ers now.
Tobias
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And he's always been a mid-range specialist. Harris has a great sense of when to take those pull-ups.
There's Ball with the 3. Again, Ball missing. And the 76ers with possession. 9-point game. Here's MP. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball. On that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Ball against MP. Again, Philadelphia.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
There's the triple. Can't get it to fall. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.